Venus. Hello, hello. I gotta hurry. I'm trying to stamp something. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Linda Israel. I'm so glad that you're here on Monday, December the 7th at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, if you're watching this as a replay, know that you can go just below if you're on a computer, click on the gear, and you can change the speed to 2 times the speed. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner for the 3 dots, and then you can change the speed there. If you're here live with me today, do speak up and say hi in the chat. I have started a free raffle. You can type !raffle. And when you do that, you enter to win the possibility of 200 junk bucks. Junk bucks are a virtual currency that I offer here on my channel. Oh, I got this upside down. That I offer here on my channel so that I can basically thank you for coming and watching. I greatly appreciate it. And you can use those junk bucks to purchase items in my store. So once you get to 2,000 of them, you can type !bucks to see how many you have. And when you get to 2,000, you can type !award. Robin, hello, Robin. Robin is my official note taker and right-hand woman. I am very blessed to have her in my life, and she will be taking notes throughout the live stream. So if you have questions about my live stream, or maybe there was a tutorial you would like for me to share with you, you can speak up in the chat and Robin will make note of that. If you're wanting to know something about an order, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com and create a user account there, and then use the contact me form and say, hey, this is what I need, then I'll do my best to answer you, okay? What else? If you have questions, put it all caps. Do my best to answer those. If I don't know the answer or don't see it, and you know the answer is what I was trying to say, answer for them, and then ask again because I may not see it right away. Let's keep the chat friendly, upbeat, and helpful. So again, if you have a question, let's be nice and courteous and try to answer those questions. Let's not be snarky now. Okay, this is not the time. But we also want to be, friendly and cheerful, and let's try to keep everything on a positive note because we've got so many other things that are going in the world. This is our way of getting away and having a good time. What else? If you make a donation today, the journal that I'm making, I will raffle off at the end. I do have a couple of other journals that I will offer as well. So I've got one where I made that fabric in cardstock cover a couple weeks ago. This is one from probably a month or so ago. And then we'll show you what we're doing today. All righty, let's see. Did I get all the things out? Thank you all for being here. I see that Angelica and Robin, Norella, Laura, Sam, Norma. Hey, Norma. Patty. So good to see you there. Laura, Julie, Sam. Hello, hello. Okay, so, I'm in a Christmas out mode, basically, because I'm doing the 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. And so I keep having Christmas on the brain and I want to do something different. So today I decided that I would just kind of go through my stash. I have some cards that we made recently. I had some pages printed. I've got some mop-up papers. I've got some gel paper, gel print papers, just scraps of paper, just its and bits and things and whatnot everywhere. So I thought we would just kind of play around. It'll be a little bit scrappy. It'll be a little bit eclectic as well. Let me finish what I have here in front of me. I was playing around with a page from Pretty Bird, which is a kit by Calico Collage, and I had some pages left over, and I ended up cutting that page apart and using it on this side. This was from our last Monday live stream, where I showed y'all different ways to make pockets and little tuck spots. And I thought, why not put this over here? All right, so I'm going to go over to the sewing machine really fast. So sewing cam alert right off the bat. And what I've done is I've stamped only good girls keep diaries, bad girls don't have time. I've got this piece of fabric and I'm going to stitch right across here. So it kind of attaches these together. And then I'll kind of go over. Eclectic is always awesome. We'll go over everything we did. Okay, so let me get in my camera shot here. So I've just got a regular needle. I'm not in the camera this way, but you get me. Regular needle, regular thread, doing a zigzag stitch. So I'm just going to lay this up here and stitch right across the top of my cardstock. So there it is, stitched across there. Sewing lamb cam. All right, so I sewed, and I think I'll glue that right up here at the top. I have stamped in the background, I think it's called Morning Glory. It's a new floral stamp that I put up recently, probably in the last 45 stamps or so. So if you go to latest, when you sort in the stamps, you should see that pretty soon. I don't think I did it before Christmas Elements, but it's possible. But I thought that would be kind of cute up there. This was a mop-up page from mopping up on a stencil. And I just thought it was just a nice little eclectic look we got going on here. I happen to have this, this was out of an oatmeal box, and I decorated it. So I thought that would look pretty good right there. On this side, I ended up taking the from the Pretty Bird kit, and I just kind of fussy cut this corner out, and then I attached it to another piece of paper so you can see where I cut it out. And I thought we'd make a pocket, so I've got a journal card that I made a while back where this was some mixed media painted paper, probably where I was cleaning off my brayer, and I stamped over the top of that strip, and then I put it on this card. And I thought, why not add just a little ruffle, I'm trying to get this where I can see it, of fabric so that it would be sticking out over here. Do we want to do that? Do I want to just put just a little snippet? Just a snippet. Love the clocks. Aren't the clocks fun, Sam? Those are fun images. Okay, I'm going to look in my little journal fussy cut elements. Just kind of dig around for a second. Oh, here we go. That has a dragonfly on it. I don't know which kit it's from. So what if we were... I'm trying to decide if I want to ruffle it, if I want to do something like this, so it has a little bit more texture right there. I think that would be good. I think we could also stamp a little something behind there. So, oh, let's do this. We've got this little same stamp that we've used on the other side. So, what if, kind of lining this up, go right about here. Yeah, and then I'm going to stamp it again. So I'm getting a scrap of paper here. So now when I put this down, put that right there, we've got a nice little design. What do you think? Something like that? I am going to be talking to Norella about doing a recipe journal. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a kit, meaning like a subscription box. I need to get some feedback from y'all because, you know, I need to have like 50 people committed. Or if I'm just going to collaborate with her to help me with making a kit that I would offer maybe digitally in my shop or her shop, because I want a specific kind of kit for a recipe kit. Because I've got a vision. I've just got to get it executed. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on here, only to kind of help hold it in place. Because guess what? We're going to go to the sewing machine again. Here, let me get it out. The sewing camp. Where's Giovanna? Giovanna, thank you for this little lamb. Last year, I had a little challenge of y'all to send me a Christmas ornament for my tree. You see it back there. And I gave y'all gift certificates, I think, for sending me a prize. And then I had a grand prize that I give away for drawing all the people that came. I'm going to sew now. Anyhow, so she made that for me, and I've just really enjoyed having it. All right, so I'm just going to stitch right down the side. And then we've got that. So, you know, another idea, yeah, I think a recipe kit would be awesome too, Nerla. So the idea is, you know, maybe you have some leftover bits on your desk, and that's what I did here, was that I had this strip, I put it on some journal cards and set it aside. Well, it wasn't overly embellished, so as I'm making my journal page, if I want it to match a little bit more, well, I can add some more layers to it, and then it'll match my page. Pardon me. Another sewing lamb. Yeah, the tree was fun. It was fun. Hi, Angelica. All right, so this is going to go, well, my pocket didn't get, there we go, was glued incorrectly. So I just kind of, all right now, why aren't you working? Ah, there we go. So we can put that right in there. Kind of pokes out just a little bit. Nice texture. Over here, I had a book page that I had painted with acrylic paint, and then I had stenciled on top of it. Looks like I sprayed it with some Tattered Angels, and then I stenciled with maybe some Distress Oxide. And so it's got a neat little pattern. And I used that same, I think it's Morning Glories. Hey, Giovanna, hello. And I stamped a piece of, that's that Morning Glory, another painted page that just had white or pink acrylic paint across it, and that's from the Lace Duo. But I think it needs one little something else, so I'm gonna grab in here my my fussy cut elements. I just kind of look through the side of the bag, because if I take the whole thing out, I end up with it all over my desk. Okay, so I don't know if that's too much to put on that page. And then it becomes another tuck spot over here. I don't know that I'll put anything on there. I could put, I've got a little saying here, keep your face in the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. I think I like that. You know, is that, you kind of see what I'm doing here? Flowering vine. Thank you, Robin. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. All right, I need to put that in the description, because they are Morning Glories, but it's called Flowering Vine. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I think I like that. I don't know why, I just do. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this as a tuck spot down here at the bottom. I'm not going to put anything in it unless I get inspired to, but I think I like that because it just kind of helps the page come together. Hey, Bonnie, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think almost everybody's Black Friday sale items have been shipped. I'm waiting on, I think Angelica, I'm waiting on stamps for you. And there was somebody else, I think, oh, the stencils. And Henry just did the stencil club, so I'm going to ship early to a couple of people the December stencil club. All right, I like it. And then this is one of those little tuck spots that I made last Monday. So you've got a spot here, here, and I put that in front. So there's a journal page that I made. Let me show you some of the others that I made prior to the stream. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of grab a couple of things and lay it out and then see what we can do for it. Pardon me. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Lori, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ashley, I see you. That's my daughter. Yeah, the mail has been slow. You're welcome, Bonnie. I think we got it all squared away. I saw that you ordered, so thank you for your order. Thank you, Lori, for your donation. I think we got you. Okay, so waiting on the dancing sheep, waiting on the dancing sheep. You're trying to finish all your swaps and gifts. It says busy. Hey, Starving Emma, welcome. I think I owe you a package and I need your mailing address, if I remember correctly. Maybe I don't. Maybe I already sent it. Your name was so unusual, I remembered it. Okay, so here I took a scrapbook page that's normally 12 by 12, and I scored it at the 8.5 inch mark, and I cut off an inch over here. Then I happen to have one of these little tuck spots that we made last week that I put there. And this was, I think, out of One Fine Day. I'm not positive, but I think it's out of One Fine Day. Hello and welcome. And then I put it on top of a book page that I spray with Tattered Angels. And then this was a pocket that I started a while back, but then I embellished and made those up last Monday. So that's on this side. And then over here, I stenciled with the December Stencil Club in Dusty Concord on the inside. And over here, I made another one of those little envelopes. This is from the Dragonfly Delight Kit. I stamped a rubber butterfly there. This is a card that I made from a gel print. I just cut that gel print up into like 6 or 9 pieces. Maybe it was 6 because that's all I had left. And I ended up making these little cards. And I just think they're so pretty just for something to put in there. And I thought the purple on purple. And then this is a... I call this a master board where I cut it up and make it into another card. In this case, I just cut it into strips. You get more bang for your buck out of it. This is one of my journal cards that Norella made using my flowers photos that I took. So that's I think they're called flower mix, flower journal cards. And then there's mixed media flower journal cards. There's a couple different sets. And thank you, Norella, for creating that. What has it got here? It was like an early Christmas today. I found a big bag of Christmas ephemera and fussy cut things. Oh, that's awesome, Lori. I love it when you find those. You like the fabric tarpers? Yeah, I think they're kind of fun to do just a little something. All right, so there was a page that I made. And then I took a photo of this, and if you saw it on my Facebook feed inside the Friendly Junk Journal people, I grabbed a bunch of papers based off of a mixed media page that I found on my desk, which was this one right here. I found that, and then I happened to know that I had some of the Outrageous Orange pieces because when he printed the covers and then he trimmed them and he delivered them to me, they were off. So there was a border error on those and I couldn't send them out. So I got to keep them, but I have been trying to figure out what am I going to do with them? Well, I turned it into journal cards. This was a cover that was printed incorrectly on the back side. It had a bar. So I just cut it up and I made a pocket journal card, another journal card. This was out of a mixed media page and I stamped this with the dandelion on this side and the small butterfly. And then on this side, I made another journal card. This is some fabric that I found in my stash. And I made a tuck spot here, but I didn't put anything in there. And then I've got this pocket out of the other side. And I stamped on these little notepads to get that. You like that, Starving Emma? Thank you. So I had made a mop-up page when I sprayed the background with one of the December Stencil Club stencils. So I made this page where I mopped up. I stamped a flowering branch around the edge. Used the same butterfly. Here, I just happened to have a piece of scrapbook paper that was 12 inches by, what is this, 5 inches. And I folded it down and rounded the corners. And I just thought it's just interesting to put in there. This was another scrap of paper I had left over. And I just folded it up to mimic a envelope. I didn't go ahead and embellish it all the way out. I thought I wanted to keep it somewhat plain in case whoever is journaling in this may want to add some stuff to it. They may have a date. They may have a real postage stamp that they want to put on there. This is from the Curly Swirly stamp set. And then this is my way of making labels. I've been showing that as part of the 12 Days of Junk Journal gift ideas. Have you all been watching? Huh? Have you? Yes, the orange kit is awesome. Thank you, Norella. I believe it. You love the dandelion stamp? Isn't that pretty? Well, Julie, you know, part of it was I just grabbed all of these colors of papers and laid them on my desk. So this is another piece from the cover that I cut up. And I made a pocket out of another gel print mixed media page. I just kind of did a little collage. I did decide today to stamp a whole bunch of the little sayings so that they're right here, handy, and I can quickly make a little quick collage like that, because I sometimes like to make up things ahead of time, but sometimes when you're in the moment, if you had some of those components prepped, and then you could add your accent color or your accent theme, because a lot of times these words can cross over into multiple different themes, or the butterflies, you know, depending on what color you make them, go into many different themes, you know. Oh, Junkie Joe's noticed your amazing Dawn dish soap aroma. You've been watching, Lori? You like the 12 days of junk journal gift ideas? So that's some pages I made, and then I happened to find this handmade paper, and I put an altar paper clip, and this is a door stamp that I now offer in my shop, and then that's a little wreath that I put on top. I just thought it was just a cute journal card. I was playing around with the stamp, so I just made a journal card out of it. You know, that's another thing. When you get a new stamp, make some journal cards. Someone sent to me this transparent polka dot paper, and then I made this envelope last December as part of the 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. And I thought, well, why not put it with the altar paper clip that I made last week? Remember, it's two-sided. And I thought it would be kind of fun to put on here. So we'll have this little page in here. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did my other page just go? Seriously? What did I do with it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Whew, thought I lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also have a coloring book page here that I was just going to include. So that would be 7. And then I'm going to put this to the side, but these are some pages out of a tear-off note journal. And I thought maybe if I get in a pinch and I need another page, we can attach these together, or maybe attach them to another sheet of paper and get 2 pages out of that. Maybe. I don't know. It's an idea. So, let me get a drink. How are we doing on the raffle? Gotta just grab the few things. You like the cute door stamp? There it is. Digital Mixed Media Flower Journal Cards 1. And there's like 4 sets that she made. Okay. Are y'all ready? We're going to do this pretty much. Whoopsie. I've reorganized my stamps. These are all the stamps that I use a lot. The Postal Cube. This is called Farewell. It's today, tomorrow, yesterday, farewell. This is the Journal Quartet up here. The large journal. The twine vine. Vine, twine. I don't remember the name. This one is Life is About Making Memories. I like that one a lot. The Shabby Stitches, these stitches, and then this is the Curly Swirly set. I was finding I was using these a lot, and then I was always digging around for them, like, where did they go? Okay, so I'm just grabbing, I've got a whole bunch of stuffs here. So I'm going to see what inspires me. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing, is trying to look at this and say, okay, which inspires me? Ooh, I kind of like that one with the, this is the hummingbird. What else do I have in here? I've got some pink papers. So that kind of goes with the pink papers. You see how they kind of come together? When they start to look like they match, I kind of just make a pile. I've got some more pink paper over there, pink paper over there. I don't have a lot of blues right here. I do have a purple. I see a green that we could use. I've got some music. Got a couple of journal cards. I've got another page. I think, and that's just a page. And then this is a double thick page already painted. All right, so let's put this over there. Maybe like that. Maybe that pop of purple to go on something. I don't know. So I've got two piles that I've created. This pile, or three technically, I'm not going to use any of that, but I might come back and make something with all of these pages, okay? So I'm just setting that over there. All right, so I've got lots of little pieces here. I've got some journal cards we can make. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Tulip twine, vine, tulip vine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you had so many stamps all over your desk when you're doing your journal. It's crazy how many you can pull out, and then I can't remember the names of them. So I'm still going through every once in a while. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, of taking the stamps and then stamping them out and writing the name beside them and laminating that sheet. Julie, it's a PDF. No, it is not. It is a zip file full of JPEG images. So all you need is to be able to unzip a file and you should be able to download to your phone. Okay. You used your tulip dyes and tried some purple cabbage. Oh, cool, cool. All right. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this. I like that. I think what I want to do is, I kind of do the same technique every once in a while, but you know, sometimes you got to try something. So let me get a Bible page. That's going to be my foundation to be able to build the art. You know, I guess junk journal it's all in the eye of the beholder. And some people say, well, it's not a junk journal unless all you use is trash. Well, I disagree with that, because to some people it is junk, but it's not trash. And, you know, I think when we mix in using old book pages, a napkin, where we had a piece of chipboard from a product, it doesn't have to look like trash when you put your journal together. Because as you guys know, and guys and gals know, I paint over stuff and you can't tell what it once was. There might be a hint. But I guess what I'm trying to say is just do what you love and don't let anybody tell you you can't do what you do. You're welcome. Did Norella say too? Yeah, it's not the best to use a phone. Yeah, and right, Norella says you may have to get a third-party app to open the files. Oh, your printer told you couldn't. Well, maybe you have to get it logged into a computer better. Yeah, people who don't understand junk journaling won't. Exactly. You know, it's just we're doing what we love, I guess. All right, so I've got a book page that are two of book pages glued back to back, and I was trying to decide how I want to do this. I'm just looking at my paints here to see what my options are. I was thinking about spraying this. Then I could glue this down and tear around, and this part would be blue, but I don't need the whole thing blue, really. Now let's go ahead. So I've got Sapphire Tattered Angels. And I'm going to grab a paintbrush. Get it a little bit wet. I wanted this because I wanted to change the color of the paper behind the hummingbirds, okay? That's why I did this with dry. Oh, thank you, Robin, for your donation. Thank you, Narella. Thank you, Lori. You can't fussy cut that bird. Would have lost a beak. Ah, they're not supporting it any longer. Gotcha. I don't use it to print. I download all of my print stuff and I keep it on a couple of thumb drives to back it up. And yeah, I think I like that. That'll be a nice contrast. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down. You like that blue? That's sapphire. Sapphire blue. I have that in my shop. I had someone a while back. It's been several months now, almost a year, maybe even, that said, you need more blues. I want more blues. So I ordered like 3 different shades of blue just because she said, get me some variety. And I'm like, okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to distress my edges. I got to talking to y'all, but I think I like it with that lighter edge. But I could kind of just give it a little. I'm just doing it on the tip. Okay, I like that. So now I'm just going to come over here. Gently, carefully, rip. I'm putting my finger where I don't want it to tear to help guide it. Pays off to take your time. It's still wet, or I could go a lot faster. Okay. All right. We're getting there. And I may need to trim. Oh, I see what I need to do. I forgot. This part needs to be cut. So from right about here, cut that off. Okay. So I'm going to trim over here because I don't need all of that on that edge. I am going to use it to help me make a pocket. And I don't need all of it on this side. I also want to cut that. So that's going to go over here. In the background behind that will go what we cut off our page. And we'll put this back over the top of it. Okay? Look at that stark contrast now. And then we'll have that as a pocket. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this one out on this side. I probably have just enough to make that into a torn edge for this side. Sometimes that works out. You know, you find the scrap of paper on your desk and you're just like, oh, that works. So I'm leaving just a little bit of a border around there. Now, if Angelica was here, she would have this so meticulously cut out. You would have thought that she hand created each piece. She's good at that, let me tell you. All right, so I'm going to take this piece, and it's going to be glued down to this page. So I'm just going to do that really fast, just so that I don't lose it. It doesn't walk off, because that has a tendency to happen with me. It also commits me to this page. And it's, you know, in a sense, we're deconstructing a page to put it back together. That's what we do in quilting. All right, so this guy's going to go over here, and this guy's going to go over here, but we're going to put it. So I'll glue this down so I have enough of that blue to tear. And I'm just rambling away. Wireless printing. Not me. Lucky you don't cut the elements pieces heads off. I understand. I need to get a new pair of glasses. I haven't been to the eye doctor, so I just pick up reading glasses and I wear them until I'm like, okay, I can't get this focused. I think I need another pair of glasses. All right. Robin is reminding me that it's time to do the raffle. And I just remembered I need to have a prize for y'all. So, let me think what I can do for you. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off. Cut this off. So there's my corner piece. Now, if I want to make sure that I get all of that pocket space, then I would add little tabs. But I don't think I'm going to put a super tall journal card in here that I have to worry, did I go far enough down? But I like it. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. And then we'll do the raffle. It's everybody in the raffle for 200 junk bucks. Okay, I like that. So then I'm just going to go over here and fold this back. So when we put that down, right there on the edge, we had the full pocket. All right, so I need to touch this up a little bit with some Distress ink. All right, let's glue that down. Okay. If I got my eyesight from you, you need glasses. I have glasses. They're readers. And I can see as long as I use them. Okay, I like that. Isn't that pretty? All right, so I'm going to fold this back on itself. That's how the page will fold. Don't fold up there. We could add a little something up here. Why don't we, what did I see? Let your spirit soar. We could just stamp it directly onto the page. And if you don't like it, you just cover it up. Oh, I messed up a little bit, but I think it looks all right. Let your spirit soar. And what we could do is just going to kind of stamp a little bit. Okay. Let's decorate this side. I had this blue paper that was left over. We had some of this. You know, and I have a bunch of other elements in case we needed them. Where is it? Ah. And I've got some more journal cards made. Let's see what's in here. Trying to decide. That's kind of colorful. We've got this multi-pocket thing. I like that for the other side. Bright colors. It's kind of a mixed media corner. And a stark black and white. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe we might use that card. You know, it kind of comes in handy sometimes to have a few things made up. I'm really wanting to make some more pocket elements so that they're just handy. They're right there. I don't have to fight for it. So I'm thinking all right, I'm going to swap this out to put this over here with this corner piece. And we're going to put this piece over here. I've got this journaling card that could go in there. And then let's look. I know, we got to do the raffle. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's do the raffle. It's the perfectionist that needs the boot. All right. Giveaway. The winner of 200 junk bucks is Maria. Congratulations. You have won 200 junk bucks. Okay, let me look here for prizes. Ow! You know what? This is kind of cool, so I'm going to give that away. And yeah, I think I may put some napkins in there. Oh, here we go. So this is a quilt square that is 8.5 inches in design and size. That's fabric. It's 100% cotton. That was normally $6.99 and has a sale price of $4.19. And then here is a napkin that I found. So I got another. Oh, here's another. I'll put these napkins together. All right. You're welcome, Maria. So that's going to be our next prize. So reset. Yes. Go up here. And we're going to do a quilt, square, and napkins. I'm just going through my stash. And I'm like, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to pass it along. All right. Ooh, I've got this guy. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. That's why I like being able to have the little pieces that I can dig through and see what do I want to create. I could put this down here and we could stamp in the background the flower vine. The flower vine. All right, so I think what I need to do is I'm going to add some distress inks to the edges of this page. One glass doesn't work, increase dosage. Yay, Julie! I hope you have fun with it. I hope. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this on the back side here. These will be thick pages because they're all, you know, somewhat kind of collage, mixed media, mix of everything. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to stamp that vine. I'm rotating the stamp around so I get a little different variety. I think I like that. And then here is the bird. And I saw a moment ago a little piece. What was I going to use? Ooh, there's some green. Look at that green. Oh my goodness. I love it. That is bright. Oh, and what if we tone it down? Oh, I like this. There we go. I like it. I don't know if y'all do or not, but I kind of like it. All right, so I'm just going to rip, kind of tear this. Okay. I know y'all are going, what are you talking about? So then I'll take this and kind of put it on top. And now we have this little collage piece. And it kind of ties our green on the other side in. Okay. Oh my gosh, for calling it stupid. You gotta be polite now. You might hurt their feelings. All right, I think, yeah, I'm good this way. Or do I want it on the bottom? I want it on the bottom. Like that. And then this is going to go right here. So what I'm going to do is kind of temporarily glue these together. And guess what? Sewing cam lamb. We're going to sew. So I'm going to add a little drop of glue across here to help hold that into place. And then we're going to put glue on this portion. I'm not going to put a lot because I plan to sew all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the sewing machine and sew all the way around this faux postage. It's not even a color in your mind. It's crazy, isn't it? All right, so we're going to sew right around the edge here. And it just gives it a whole nother texture. I don't know why. I like it. I guess because I like to sew. So we just went around that. What's the maximum amount of limit? I don't know. Honestly, I know that you can stream in some places almost indefinitely. I think they may stop you at like 4 hours and you have to refresh or something. But I know that during all the political stuff, there was a lot of places that were streaming nonstop. So I don't know. Maybe if what you want to be able to record is different. Okay, I like that. Isn't that pretty? All right, so over here, I'm looking at this. Do I want the dots to come down the side over here? And then this is going to go on top. This is going to go in here. I got this out, but maybe I could do it up here. Just gives this a whole different look in the journal, doesn't it? I don't know. I think I like it. So I'm going to glue this page down. I'm going to put some distress ink on the edge. Thank you so much, Terry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to glue this down. Then we can flip it back over for journal cards. Put those in. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp around this edge. I've got this flowering branch. I think I need to stamp. So let me grab my paper. I'll fold this back. I think I like that better. So I'll just glue this down in the corner. And then let's look at these sayings. Maybe we can put one at the top while I hold that in place. Oh, thank you, Terry. You love the 12 days? Well, good. You love the pocket piece, Sam? Thank you. Part 3 for 3 signatures. Oh, my goodness, Julie. You like that? Okay, so what if we put, keep your sunshine, keep your face in the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadow. It's what the flowers do. Do we want it there or there? Making sure this glues. Yeah, it's once you do it a couple of times, Lori, it'll be like, oh, that's so easy. Okay, I like that. I think up here in the corner. And I'm going to pop that in there because that just contrasts so well with that page, doesn't it? Gives you that true junk journal page. You need a square punch. You know, honestly, I wouldn't get a square punch unless you want the ability to punch a perfect square out of a page because you want to use it as a frame. I just cut squares. I just take I do it strip style. Cut a 2.5 inch strip. Cut that in 2.5 inches until you run out. All right, so let's put some journal cards in here. I have that postcard that kind of contrasts, doesn't it? What do you think? That's using the hotel cube, the postal cube to make that postcard. I like that contrast. So then I have this butterfly card I made a while back. Oh, that works perfect because it kind of frames that butterfly. You get that bright color. And then this is one of my mixed media cards that are digital print. So I think that looks pretty good. Kind of poking out there. All right, so we got another page made. See it? We did it! Another page, man! All right, so how many have I made? How many do we got? Because I got to make the cover too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to make at least 2 more pages of some kind, okay? And then, you know, this happens. I end up with a few scraps left over, so I just push them back over out of the way and reshuffle the pile and see what comes up next. I think we have enough time that we can do another one of these mixed pages. I'm just trying different ideas. You need to put your glasses on. You like it? Thank you. Okay, yeah, if you want to punch a page, get a punch. Because then that's very handy. Very handy. And a lot of people use the die cutting machines. All right, so I have here another page. I don't remember which kit this one's out of. It's just so pretty. I like the way that this looked, how this came together. So I've got some mop-up papers here. I've got a painted page. I think what I need to get is another book page right off the bat. And I'm also, yeah, I need 2 book pages. I'm going to take this book page and fold it in half lengthwise. This is going to be part of the backer to my pocket that I'm getting ready to make. So I like to put book pages together. And usually I use my bone folder, but I have 3 of them, and right now I have no idea where any of them are. You can always squeeze one more tool in there. It takes so much room. Okay. So this is going to be my foundation page where, you know, before we cut this up and we put it on the other side. So I think what I want to do is fussy cut this out, and these pockets will be really deep unless I come down lower. I think I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is start down here. Because I don't want it to be a super deep pocket. And I think it's okay to kind of cut it off a little. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go right through here. All right. So I came down quite a bit on there. So now what I'm going to do is glue this across the top to match whatever I'm working with. And it may be cheating, I know, because we're using the digital images, but that's what's so pretty about these, that you can mix them with so many things. And I like trying to find creative ways to use the pages. All right, so I've got my book page here. I'm going to put some distress inks on the edge here. That to be a stark white when you poke up out of here. If I get it to the right spot. So right about in there. I'll have this torn. in here. What if we did this in a teal color in here? So I've got Tattered Angels Punked Blue, and I'm going to just paint this edge real fast. See if I can't do that. And it takes less time, in my opinion, to paint it when you want it to be just a saturated color. I think I like this blue. I think I've gone down far enough. I don't have to do the whole thing. I get to paint. All right, I think I also want to stamp over that. So I've got one of the Paris, I don't know if it's Paris Correspondence. And I'm going to stamp this going across here. It's still wet, so it's not completely sticking, but I kind of like that it's just kind of distressed in there. So I'm going to dry this real fast. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you so much. Yes, teal. You like that? So now what I'll do is I'll glue this down and then tear around it. Okay? I may have to add a little more. Come on. Right up there. Okay. Thank you, Sam, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, how pretty, Lori. Coffee dyed silk. Awesome. I don't have very much ribbon anymore right now. I've got some, or the nice ribbons. I have some of that really cheap craft ribbon. I don't hardly get it out very often. All right, so I'm just trimming this, and then we're going to glue it back in place. But now we've made this into pocket page. I don't know. This is, I know it's a technique that I use a lot. I like it. I like the results I get. I like it. Okay. So I have a couple of cards here. And we have this bright pink paper. And I also have some of this fabric. So I think I want a little squiggle of this fabric up here. Maybe just a little ruched piece, not a lot. So sewing can alert. Get that out. So I'm going to put this up here, kind of smushed in together. What else could I put on there? I think I want to stamp. What would be really pretty? Oh, well, we can do this flowering vine again. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is kind of come in here. And then we'll put that on top of it. You see that? So we'll sew that on here in just a moment. So I've just kind of rotated the flowers. Across there. Get more bang for your buck. You don't have to just do one style. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right across there. And then just lightly squish this together. Let that dry for a minute. I'm going to do it to this one. And I'm talking it's a small amount of glue, y'all. This is barely visible on my desk. It almost doesn't want to stick. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to zigzag stitch right through that. Okay. Hey, is Austin here? Hello. Welcome. All right, we're going to stitch. So this one's been sitting here, so I'm just going to go ahead and start a zigzag stitch right down the middle. So that's how that looks. Let's do it again. Like that. Okay. Sewing lamb. And I think those are just simple cards. They stick out a little bit. Oh, I got to come back over here. Sorry. Whoopsie. And I think those are just simple cards. You like that? You can kind of still see the image. So if you wanted, you could rotate the flowers back and forth. Okay. All right. So what do we want to do with this side? I think let's dig around in my little bag of goodies. And, you know, I don't have to cut up every single page. Sometimes you can glue it down just the way that it is and use it as it is. So that's an option. And I just saw this rose that might be a little busy on there, but what if we had a little piece of, oh, how do I want to do this? I guess it's like that. I don't know. It says artist life, and I hate to cut that up yet. You know, I haven't quite found the thing, and maybe that's what it is. It needs to be its own pocket. I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is make this piece into a pocket. All right, so I'm going to trim this to be 8.5 inches. All right, so right about there. Oh, wait, we're not there. So I just trimmed it to be 8.5 inches. This paper is very fragile. So what I'm going to do is get a couple of book pages here because I think it's too wide for half a page. Yeah, I need 2 pages because I don't want this to rip. So I'm going to glue these together. I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue. I do put a little bit of water in mine so it's really thin. Comes out a little bit faster. And I don't know where my bone folder is, so I'm going to use an old gift card. I'm just spreading out that glue. It'll kind of push it out to the edge and smooth it out. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece and glue it down on top. I don't care what's behind it. I just want to glue it down so that it has strength. And book pages are cheap to me, so I use those as opposed to copy paper or scrapbook paper. If you've got junk mail, old magazines, newspaper, you don't have to use just book pages. Okay. I'm not going to rub on that side. I'm going to do it on this side because that paper is so fragile. I don't want to risk it being damp and then I run my card over it and it rips. Ask me how I know about that. Oh yeah, that looks really good. It looks like one piece now. All right, so I'm going to trim this out. And we are on our way to making a pocket. We even have a piece left over and we may use somewhere else. Okay, so this is our page. I'm thinking, do I want it here or do we want it on this side because that's where the title would be, in my opinion. And so we would make this a pocket on this side of the page that we could put stuff in. Maybe this is too big. And instead of covering it up, we find something else. I think it needs another color. Maybe something like that. I kind of like it. I'm looking to see. I've got the word imagine. How about that? Yeah, it's okay to take a little bit of time and play around with design elements to see what it is that you like. This already has some. I think I need to go ahead and do this guy. Something a bit brighter. All right, so may need something brighter behind that. Oh, well, I've got a bigger piece of this pink. So if I were to have that down in that corner, that would pop it out. See? You just got to keep looking. All right, so I think what I want to do is, this is too, I don't want a big border around it, just a little bit of a border. I think this is out of the Serendipity kit. One of those. Okay. Now, I like that. And we can sew this together, which will give it a whole different dimension. And let me grab, I think we need some fabric. So what if we had a little piece? All right, what happened to it? There it is. How's that? You like that better? Mo better? Mo better? All right, so what I'm going to do is glue these two pieces together. And then we're going to go sewing cam lamb. So be prepared. Whiplash. We're going to go to the sewing machine. And I think what I want to do is just put a bead of glue right here and lay this fabric down. And then I'll glue this down. I think I'm going to come down just a little. Okay. I'm not putting glue all the way out to the edge because I plan to sew. All right, so maybe right about there. All right, so I'm going to sew right around this area right here and come right back. Sewing cam lamb. Doot, doot. All right, so we're going to sew right around. Man, I get to keep this journal today, don't I, Robin? I'm liking how this is coming together. I haven't even designed the cover yet. I think we're going to make some mop-up papers next. And then spend the rest of the time. Actually, I've got a mop-up paper I can make already. Good. All right, so that's going to go right there. Whoop. Oh, sorry. Got to get back. Get the camera back, Linda. I think that's going to go right there. And then we're going to put Imagine right there. I could have made this pink piece another tuck spot, but sometimes I just like the stability you get. Okay, so what do we want over here? Well, I'd started with this. I think I'm going to go with this still. And I think what I'm going to do is get creative. So, are you following me? I'm pushing this over because I want this to be glued down just close enough that this overlaps this page. So, I'm going to put glue right here. And I'm going to put glue up here. And glue right there. Okay. So now I'm going to take this page and just push it over a little bit. And then I'm going to put my pocket down on this side. Haha. We're making a flip out here in just a moment. You're going to flip out. Okay. So we've got this page that I failed to fold earlier, so I'm going to do it now. I think I want to go this way. I got to line it up. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take this page and fold it back. I don't know if y'all could see that. Okay. So this is this side, and then we come over here, and we have this flip out. And it is also a pocket right there. Do you see that? You love flip out pages, Julie? Okay, so, oh, I want to stamp, I think we need to stamp the dandelions. Yeah. I don't know why I have fallen in love with these dandelion stamps. So it's become a fun stamp for me. So I'm going to put it right about here. Yay! I like that. Do y'all like that? Just adding that there. And then let's see. Oh, I've got a little rose. And I've got just a little scrap of music, maybe. Well, maybe this will be better. I don't think it needs to be that big. It's too big. Too big, too much. It needs something else. Better. 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 Too much. I don't know. See, I'm just doing the same thing. Maybe what my problem is I need to just mat this with, oh, wait, where's that pink fabric? I have a little bit left of this pink. Maybe that's what it needs, is maybe we can stitch this together. So we'll have stitches right here. I think that's what I need. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Sewing cam lamb. And we're going to stitch. Lace. Robin says lace. Okay. All right. Wait. Before I do lace, do I have my lace? Okay, just a moment. I know I saw some. Oh, it's the perfect amount. I saw a little piece of lace. So, we'll do it like that. Let me cut it. Okay, I just cut it. And then I'm going to sew right here. So we did that. I know! I just put it in a different spot. Okay, I like that. I think it needs something else. What about... Ah. No. No. No, no, no. No, I think I'm ready. I'm just going to glue it down. It's sometimes you can just sit there and overthink it, and you just need to let it go and say, that is it. It doesn't need anything else. I could stamp around that, but I also thought, well, you know, you could write a date here, write a little something, and you have all this side. So I think I want to use the little journal because it contrasts a little bit up there. We may need to do some stamping around the edges, okay? So that kind of tones it down just a little bit. I have a bird image. So let's get, I got the flowering branch again. Yeah, let's use that. So let me get, is this the block that'll work on? Yeah. A scrap of paper. You know, and you can kind of land things out and say, okay, where do I need to go with this? What direction? I mean, I just kind of play around. What do I like? And commit. Don't hem-haw around. Just do it. Yeah. So it just adds a little pattern around here. I've got this piece of sheet music. And I think we need something behind there. So, you know, I have a little bit of this blue. Let's see what we can do here. What if, no, yep, I did something like that. And then I have just a tiny piece of lace left. Okay. Thank you, Lori, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to glue these two pieces together. We're going to go to the sewing machine here in just a moment. Sewing cam, lamb, I'm trying to remember. All right, I'll put glue over here to help hold the lace. And then I want to put this up high. Right about there. Okay, I'm just stitching for aesthetics because the lace actually sticks out further than the page or the where I want to sew. So I'm just going to sew right here on this edge. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. It's time for the raffle, she says. We're just stitching. I want a couple of extra stitches. Okay. Giveaway. Did y'all get in on the raffle? And I like that. And I'm going to glue this down as I keep doing that. I'm going to glue this down as a slight tuck spot. Realistically, it will probably just be a pain to stick anything in it because it's really fragile with the music paper, but it might hold something. You can always put a paper clip behind it. All right, so that's going to be here. And then I haven't got anything over here, so why don't we just do the journal. I changed it up in the middle. All right, y'all get in on the raffle. All right. You like it? It looks good. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's put, well, now I want to do it that way because there's music on that side. There. I want the music to show. If you're going to use it, I want the music to show. Okay. I like it. So I need to make a journal card to go in here or find one in my stash. I need to do the raffle now. And we need to make one more page and the cover. It doesn't have to match, coordinate everything, because this page is different than the other page. Other than I used a little bit of that same fabric. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this into a page. And I need a prize. I forget to put my prizes together. All right, so I'm gonna dig. Here's what we'll do. Okay. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I figured it out. Woo. And I'm gonna use one of these in here. Then I don't have to make one. Oh, but I do have this bright pink I can put in there. So there, we got a couple in there. Yeah. We've got these guys here. This will work. Okay. So, I've got a plan. Let's call the winner. Oh, yeah, I could do that. All right. We'll do that next time. All right. So the winner of the piece of fabric and 2 napkins is Laura Johnson. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. All right. So I know what we're going to do. Okay. We're giving journal card and small D stash bundle. All right. So the winner of this last free raffle will win these little elements that I made. Okay, so these are all handmade by me, and you get all 3 of them. They each have at least 1 journal card, and this one even has 2. So there's one here, and there's one on this side. So that's what we're going to do. So congratulations to Laura. And then this is going to go out for the next person. Okay, so how many pages do we need still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Because I want to do this page. So I'm going to see if I can find it. Where did it go? So this is a notebook paper that was in a journal. So what I'm going to do is I want to trim it to be at least 5.5 inches. And I could leave that little tail on there, but sometimes it just doesn't work right with me. And I think I may want, oh, it may need to be shorter. You know, I just remember that. I can't remember if I had to trim it. Oh no, it's good. So I've got this paper, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just tape it together with washi tape or something. But I think this time I'm going to use a book page as my pseudo washi tape. So this is going to give you a little different look because, you know, you had a page that your grandma tore out of her little daily devotional and gave it to you. And you want to include it in your journal, but you're real sure how to attach it. Well, I'm cutting up strips of a Bible, and we're going to use that as pseudo washi tape, and it'll sort of see it. It won't see it a lot because it'll be right down in the binding. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of distress ink here. I'll do both of them. And we're going to glue this on both sides. Okay. No hanging chads. So I want this butt up right up next to each other. And I'm going to put glue on here. If you want to know which direction you're going, make sure you look at the text. In this case, I will go ahead and put it right side up. And then just get that on there. I'll trim it. All right, scissors. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Just glue this down. Right down the middle. Ah, stuck to my scissors. Okay, see what I did there? Exactly, we got to do it all different. So I'm just going to line this up and fold it. And so now when I put that in my journal, you'll kind of see the text over here, but you have all this writing space that you've added. So it's for a whole different texture. All right, so I've got one more mop-up page. I know we didn't make any mop-up pages today, but I think y'all know what they are. If you don't, definitely check out some of my other videos. I think, in my opinion, I do a great job of sharing all kinds of ideas with y'all to give you some inspiration. So you can find it. Just get out there and watch. All right, so I have from the December 2020 Stencil Club and Dusty Concord and Distress ink here. And I want to come in here and just add a little pattern. The page on the other side was using the Retro Panel 2, I believe. And this is from my Stencil Club. My Stencil Club is a set of 4 stencil designs over 3 stencil sheets. So one of the sheets is a half stencil pattern. I like just adding a subtle pattern because then you can still write over the top of it. It's real subtle. It just adds a whole nother texture to it. Yeah? think we haven't done the like a textured edges in a while. I think what if we did the textured edges? Okay. So right now, my goal on this page is I really want to just play around with techniques. I may not be necessarily using junk. I may do a little collage, but at the same time, I just like kind of decorating out the page. Just a little bit building on the colors and textures. Y'all see that? And I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side as well, because it'll tone down the starkness of the page on this side. Stamping away. Woo! I think I'll go ahead and go all the way around. I wasn't going to, but you know, I'm allowed to change my mind. It's my prerogative. Okay, I like that. Right there. I have the sheet music pieces again. They're kind of big, but maybe we'll see something in here that'll kind of, these are from, I like the All About Robins, I think. I kind of like something a little different. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. You like the way that frames? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just like the way that kind of frames it in on the pages. They're just fun to me. Yeah, I've got a, your fingers are aching. That's why I do a little at a time on the fussy cuts. Okay, I think this is what I want to do. So I'm going to glue this down. It's kind of handy having, you know, just little scraps of paper laying here. These were left over from some Christmas cards I made for the Christmas card day, which is the 9th. We are to make Christmas cards and envelopes in our 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. So I had these pieces of paper left over. I'm like, I need to figure something out to do with those. Okay. Let's put that there. Oh, looks kind of cool. All right, so now we need something over here that maybe keeps with our theme. That's a little light. I've got some roses we could stick up there. Digging in the fussy cuts, fussy cuts. No. See, and I'm trying to use what I have and not run and go print something else. Oh dear. Okay, I think I got an idea. We're going to put that there to be a tuck spot. because I used that crazy green in another spot. So it kind of will, you'll go, wait, she used that green again? She did use that green again. Oh, maybe we need to remember be who you are. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you so much. Maybe like that. Let's do that. You can keep decorating to your heart's content, you know? Thank you, Jeanette, for your donation. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Lori, Terry, Sam, Terry again. Thank you, Robin, Norella, and Lori. You like that so far? All right, so let's put a little something over here. I've got this little rose still, so we could see if I've got the best one. Maybe kind of gives that a little frame. They will dull on paper, and I just get mine sharpened. I need to get mine sharpened right now. I can barely cut fabric with them. I can still cut paper, but it would be better if I got them sharpened, because then they'll just be smoother. When scissors are dull, even though it may cut a surface that you're working with, won't cut fabric, but it'll cut paper, it will make you still work harder. Okay, I like that. Yeah, but on this table here, my scissors cut everything. I can't really keep a dedicated pair on my mixed media table. I do have one that is for fabric, and that's the only thing I cut with it. I do have that over there. So if I know I'm cutting something that I want a good cut, I've got a good pair of scissors. Okay, I like that. We need a journal card here. I happened to see, I thought that there was a journal card in here that was already made up. Well, this kind of makes it eclectic with the, if nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterflies. I think that'll fit. Okay. But remember, be who you are. All right, so now, oh, I've got to figure out what we're going to do for the cover here. So I have a page that I started to print that had a problem. Oh, here's what I'm trying to do. And it didn't print the backside the way that I wanted. So that means I would need to figure out a way to put this together so that I had a pretty back. So I'm kind of looking through my paper stash here, and I kind of like the way that cover will look. We'll do some collaging on top of it. I don't know which kit this is from, but I just thought it was pretty. Okay, and I think what I want to do, well, that's kind of pretty. See, and we still have some of the print. So, you know, that's really kind of crazy that that might work right there, right off the bat. You know, sometimes that's serendipitous like that. It's like, bam, I could use this. And then I have this strip that we could use for a pocket. Ooh, and I have that piece that we could put on there. I kind of like it. I could paint this piece with some Tattered Angels, and then this would be our back pocket, and this would be the front. Okay. All right, so let's set this aside for a second, and let's go ahead and design the inside, because I don't want to, I already know I don't want to sew on the outside piece. Now I may sew elements, but I won't sew them to the cover. I will glue them to the cover. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down as far over as this allows, because of the printed area. So I'll put this down. I'm kind of eyeballing this guy. Yeah. Go right about there. Position that. This was using the Diamonds with Flair. It's a page that I cut for something, it looks like, but I didn't use it. I like it. Okay. So now what I want to do, I think, is I'm going to fold this back. So basically I'm making this into a pocket. Oh, I got it folded the wrong way. Fold it the wrong way. I want it right side up. Okay. I'm just eyeballing it. I could officially measure it, but sometimes I just eyeball it. Okay. So I'm going to cut this at an angle. Cut this a little bit shorter. Cut this a little bit shorter. This at an angle. So this is going to be a pocket on this side. We're going to put this on top of it, but this needs to change color. That's too stark white. So I'm going to use my credit card real fast. Debit card. Gift card. Whatever the heck this was. And I'm just smoothing that out really well. All right, so let's put it in my spray box. And I kind of like the way that sapphire looks. You know, that color behind there, I think would be really good. Now, if I can find the, yeah, there it is. Oh, I think I'm finally out. It's not coming up. All right, we'll get some, do it this way. I don't have to do the middle so much, so I'm just going to kind of go around that outside edge. It'll make it so dark and bright blue. Okay, that's probably good. Oh, I understand, Vanna. I understand. I have so many scissors. I found a drawer over here that had like 3 pairs of scissors that I don't use. I don't know. They're like emergency scissors or something. I don't know. I found something else the other day. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of cutters, like circle cutters and special knife cutters. I hardly use those. Okay, I like that. And this is going to go on here. All right, so I'm going to add some distress inks. I think I need to stamp on the background. Oh, let's stamp the flower vine on it. Okay. So I'm going to stamp the flower vine kind of around the edges. It'll barely come up, but it'll have a little bit of a pattern. And I think we may have time that I can go to the sewing machine and sew these together so they'll have a consistent look, even though we're not going to sew other things on the cover. We can at least sew the pocket. All right. I'm going to go over here and sew. You can't find your scissors? Oh no. All right, I'm just going to stitch around this rectangle. We're sewing right along. I got quiet all of a sudden, didn't I? Y'all be talking amongst yourselves. All right, we got it sewn. Okay. Yay! Y'all still with me? Okay, what do you think? You like that? That's going to be our inside cover. What do I have extras of now? What do I have extras of? I have so many extras of some things that it's not enough to get the other things I need to get rid of. Ah, too much stuff. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. All right, so here is the front cover. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig around in my fussy cut elements. And I don't know if I had anything else. I mean, that could go, you know, as a layered element, but no. Maybe we'll find something that kind of inspires us. We could do a postcard collage. No. We could really go bold. We could just do something with layers. And make a label. So what should we do? You like the contrast between the side-by-side pages? You like this? I've got some flowers. Can really contrast it out. I'm at y'all's mercy. What do we do? You have a say. Speak up loud. this little peony. I don't think I like the purple, but I might like, where is it? A little bit of purple. And I think I need like a piece of craft colored paper of some kind. Well, that's kind of interesting. No. Sometimes you just gotta look at the other side of the paper. I don't know. Yeah, layer the label. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Cutting that up a little bit. May tear this just a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to go around these with Distress inks. When it's time to clean, yeah. Layer the label. Yep, I'm layering. Okay, so we got I think something like that. And wait, I could actually make this fold over and actually be a bigger piece. Maybe not quite that big. I can scrunch it in just a little bit, but we could make it bigger. So I'm going to just glue these two paper pieces together and try to decide if I just want the sliver of the purple, just a little sliver, or I want both. I think a sliver. And we're going to go just past. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, oh, let's get a, oh man, where are they? I don't think I have a doily. This one's way too big. I don't know. Well, I could, okay. I know, I'm going all out here, y'all. All right, so here's what I'll do. Is I'll cut this off here, and this will go over the back, but it won't go on the inside of the journal. Okay? Find the doily, yeah. All right, so I'm going to cut this off. Okay, so this is going to go up here. So I want this in the center, right about there to there. So I'm going to take this piece and go to the sewing machine and stitch this together. Okay? Normally I would glue it, but the doilies are so thin, I don't want to risk the paper tearing, so I'm going to stitch right around the journal word. Okay, you see what I did? What? Yeah, I get to keep it. All right. I think this stuff can go out of the way now. All right. I got to concentrate on this. I think we're about there. What a mess is on my desk. Oh my goodness. There's ephemera everywhere. It's everywhere, I tell you. Okay. So now I'm going to put this up here and glue this into place. So I think I want to cut it off. Because I'm going to go ahead and let this wrap around to the back, but it's not going to wrap around that way. Okay, so I'm just going to put little dots of glue all over. And then I'm going to call this finished. I did not put distressing on this one, on the doily. I don't think it needed it. I am trying to put just a few dots here and there so that all these little spots will adhere down. You just got to take your time. All right, so now I'm going to put this back up here. Line it up. Line it up, line it up. Here we go, here we go. And I'm just pressing it with my hand. The glue's going to come up. Oh, thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Thank you. You don't function well as an unorganized mess. Well, I put my stuff away. I kind of have to get it out of the way sometimes. Okay. I got to let it dry for just a moment. So, I think we have enough. This is very eclectic. We didn't have a journal card in here yet. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. But if we got a minute, we'll find something, okay? Yeah, but I think I kind of like the back part. You know, it'll be there. Oh, there was two doilies. Great. I got to glue them both down. Dang it. That's why I don't use doilies that much. Oh. All right. May have to come back in with a sealant. Come on. Seep through. Okay. All right, there's this part. I'm going to sign this while I've got it open. Okay. And let's put the journal together, I think. I think it's time. I think it is time. I'm trying to get a few things out of my way. All right, so this is going to be the cover. So I'll lay that right there. I've got a mop-up page. I have another mop-up page, mixed media page. Oh yeah, these are kind of what I say filler pages. I have a couple of the orange pages, a pocket page. Oh yeah, coloring book page. All right, so what do we want to be the center of our journal? Do we like that for the center of our journal? Or do we like that for the center of our journal? We have this we could use for the center. can use that one, the orange. That might be kind of neat to have a complete contrast in this journal. I'll have that in the middle and then have this closer to the front of the journal. Okay. I think I've made a decision. 2, 3. Okay. Put that there. This will go like this. This will go like that. This will go right here. This will go here. Okay. So, you'll have that crinkle. The flip out for the center is yours. You love the orange, Tanya says. I want the variety in here. Okay. So I'm just kind of mixing the pages around. I think I want to do this one next. Okay. And then I want to do this one. Then I got this one. Now, we can do the flip out page, or we can do the orange page. Now, I could put the orange page here. Oops, one of my cards fell out. So that we kind of have one right at the beginning. We go a ways, then we have one again, and then we have, pardon me, the coloring book page, and then we have, oh, the transparent page. No, I think it needs to go the other way. It needs to go this way. Right? And I think we need to do something on this page before we put it together, because it's the only one that doesn't have something on it. So I don't really want to change the color too much, meaning I don't want it to go so far out of color that it comes in on the other side. So we used the purple earlier. We've used, let's use teal this time. Teal, or, well, let's see what I find. Oh, here it is. Mermaid Lagoon. I like that one for a teal color. And let's get a stencil. Oh, here we go. So this is from the December Stencil Club. It's a 2 different patterns on the same stencil sheet. But what we're going to do is find a brush. I'm going to use Mermaid Lagoon and just put a light pattern on the back of this. If you spend a little bit more time in some areas, you can get a darker color if you want it. And you can use the other distress inks too. I just happen to have these. I happen to have the big pads, and I have the re-inkers, and they're easier for me than to get out the little bitty minis. The minis are great if I travel. Well, I've not been traveling, so I use the bigger ones. How's that? It just kind of adds a little pattern to it. We can go ahead and put a little bit of some distress ink. But I don't think it has to have an overly amount of decoration. I think the stenciling is enough. Okay. Is it washing out? Y'all seeing the pattern? Oh, paint the pattern on vellum? Well, you just have the right stuff. Okay, and that'll be the center. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through here and line these pages all up. We're going to bind the journal. I like it. It's eclectic. I used a lot of things that I had left over on my desk. I've been using some of my sewing scraps. Oh, one of my little cards fell out. Put it right there. This can be a fluffy journal. Fluffy! Okay, are we straight? I think so. This is where we start. This is truly, you know, just a junky, eclectic journal. Because it's just using all kinds of stuff. Alright. I'm going to paper clip it together. You like fluffy? It's so fluffy! We're not silly or nothing. We just like our journals fluffy. Alright, I'm trying to hold this one-handed. I should have got my tools out first, y'all. Okay, I got my paper clip, so I can do this part. Okay. Now I need a needle. I found one. And I need some thread. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm going to keep this journal. I've changed my mind. Y'all can't have it. Get something else. Okay, so need to move this over just a little bit. All right. Put my template in. We're going to do a 3-hole punch. Oh. Okay. Don't move on me. Put away my tools. I'll keep the threads. I have so many threads in my little tool bag. I need to get rid of them. All right, so I'm just pulling this around, going through the top hole. Then I hold the tail out of the way, pull down, go back in the middle. Love the orange pages. Thank you. Oh, some of them, the vellum. Huge stash of vellum. I need to use it. Oh, yeah, you need to share it, girl. All right, come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. I'm losing some stuff. Falling out. Journal cards are falling. Okay. My goodness, it's fighting me. It's so fluffy. All right, I got tight here, tight there. Tie this up. Oh, let me check. Okay, I'm not going to cut that off yet. I'm not cutting it off yet. Just wait. You might be surprised. You might not. Okay. I don't ever spend the time to do it. Oh, I've got some heart charm. Believe in love. I have a tassel. I think we could do this pink tassel. I think that would be cute. All right, so I'm just going to tie this pink tassel in. Y'all like fluffy? Well, there it is. Okay, I'm going to trim that off. All right, and then I've got, what else did I see in here? I have a dragonfly. Oh, yeah, these are my dragonfly butterfly charms. I sell these in my shop. There's a little dragonfly. So we got a butterfly over here. Let's do a dragonfly. You know, and I may have some beads in here. Let me see. Well, I have a yellow bead. I don't want a yellow bead. I don't think that's the right size bead. Oh, it will fit. Okay. What else do I have in there? All right. I'm going to do, this is the last one. Just put 2 little beads on there. Y'all got lucky because it takes too long. I wasn't prepared. I just remembered I saw this little bucket and I was like, oh, I need to use some of that stuff. So I'm just tying a little square knot. And I'll just cut off the tail. Just leave a little tail. Little tail. Little tail. All right. You like it? One last thing. We need something to help keep it closed. Oh, do we want... Is this obnoxious enough? I think it works. If you don't like it, you can pick your own ribbon. Although it is kind of cute. All right. So I just tied it around with that. Okay. Are y'all ready to see a flip through this journal we have just completed? All right. We need to pick the winner. Ashley's losing power on her phone. She needs it. I've already claimed it. All right, so we're going to do the raffle for the little goodies and a de-stash pack. And then I'm also going to ring off all those that have donated while I clean my fingers. And we are going to, I guess we had enough to do the raffle today. I didn't see, so... Yeah, you can get the Outrageous Orange if you like the orange kit. It's a digital download, and I have physical kits too. Thank you, Tanya. All right. Thank you, Diane. All right. I'm checking the chat. I got so much stuff on my desk, it looks like a disaster zone. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, I tell you. I don't, where did that come from? Oh my goodness. And there's stuff I didn't even use. Oh yeah, I've got to put journal cards back in that fell out. This fell out, this fell out, this fell out. So I got to put those back in. All right. Wall claim. Tassel's cute. I have many years ago, I made paper beads. I have not made paper beads in a long time. But yes, I have made some. All right. So the winner of the little journal cards and the destash pack, the small destash pack is, are y'all ready? It's these right here. Connie Barge. Congratulations, Connie. You won the little destash pack and the journal cards. All right, so these people have donated today, and I believe there was enough to do the last raffle. Is that right? I don't see her say it, so I'm thinking she did. Laura Johnson donated. Tanya Chan donated. Janice Brammer donated. Jeanette Wild donated. Tanya Vern Chan donated. Lori donated. Terry donated. Sham. Terry again. Robin. Norella. And Lori Merchant again. Thank you all for that. I greatly appreciate your donation today. All right, it's official. One Donator's Journal raffle will happen if you want a chance to win. Donate any dollar amount. You do. Okay, so here we go. So those people that I named off, you're welcome, Connie, are eligible to enter the last raffle for the donators only. I don't even know what to call this. Is this, what is the theme, y'all? Floral? I think it's floral. Floral Scrappy Junk Journal. Floral. All right. So y'all get in, and what I'm going to do is go through this and put the cards that go in it. Thank you so much, Sandra, for your donation. So on the inside cover, I had a page that I had printed, two-sided cardstock, but my printer jammed or something. It reset. It made me so mad. And so it didn't have any print on that side, so I set it aside and didn't do anything with it until today. And I happen to have this mop-up page that I put down. And then here is another mop-up page that I made today, but this is a scrap piece that I made by using some of the Outrageous Orange kit. And I happen to have this scrapbook paper, and I made this envelope by folding it. Y'all have seen me do these several times. And I stamped around the edges. And on this side, we have made a little collage of papers, did some stamping in the background. I made a pocket with a little label. This is a piece that was left from the Outrageous Orange. I said at the beginning I had a cover, a cardstock, that was printed incorrectly. So I got this little pocket. And you could decorate more on this side. And then this is a pocket here, or a tuck spot here, and there's a tuck spot there as well. So if you have maybe a smaller card you want to put in front, you could. And over here is another mixed media card that I made a while back. I used the December Stencil Club in the background there. One of my gel print pages. I'm ready to do some more gel printing. I haven't done it in a couple of months. So I think I'm going to get out my gel print and play. I like it. And then just even this page, putting that in there. Just a little different. You love this journal? Thank you, Sam. Using the fabric. So, I mean, yes, it kind of has a theme. There's mostly flowers throughout. There's some bugs. I guess Henry would say bugs. It's full of bugs. Butterflies, dragonflies. Those are bugs. Because I did use some butterfly stamps when I made this page. So, we've got some birds. This was from the Outrageous Orange kit. That was a cover. It was laser printed. This was a mixed media page that I made. And then I stamped it with the dandelion stamp. And then this was vellum that somebody gave me. I have one more sheet. I like the way that looks with the coloring book page behind it. And then stenciling that kind of leads us into this page. That is also a pocket here. And then here's our flip out page. Get in the shot there. I put a little tassel. Oh, there's a rogue sequin laying in there. And then we have a pocket on this side. And I just put in a couple cards that I made a while back. It's a deep pocket. Okay. And on this side, and our vellum, there's an orange page there. And I stamped the Narcissus, I think. You like the flip out page? Thank you. This is from the cover, from the Outrageous Orange again. I just trimmed it down. Nature is what you see plus what you think of it. It's a quote stamp that I have in the shop. I stamped this with sepia tones. That there. And this guy goes right here. This one goes right here. This goes in front. I love this page. That's from the song Pretty Bird kit. Pretty Bird. I'll have the other page on the other side. I like it. I like how it came out. This needs to be worked just a little bit to give back and forth. When the glue is fresh, it takes a little bending. I like the way this turned out too. And I like that I accidentally put that green right next to that. So it extended it just a little bit. That's cool. How it came together. All right, so we need to put something in this back pocket. And I think I like that. Or we can go crazy. I think we'll do that. It's crazy. Okay, so this is a gel print that I made. I had a tutorial on making this, and I just made these little envelopes and journal cards to go together. This is from last year, and I found them when I was moving stuff around. I was like, oh, I need to use those, so we'll just stick that right there. So there you go. All right, so I'm just going to take this really cutesy ribbon, pull this around. So y'all know that when you get my journal, I am not offended in the least if you take it apart and use it in other journals. If you could take this that I created and add your own papers and make a 3 signature 4-inch wide journal out of it, you know? Just mix them in with yours and just get a true eclectic junk journal. All right, so I guess we're ready to pick the winner, huh? Did I stall long enough? Let's see if everybody got into the raffle that was here. We've got Sam, Jeanette, Terry, Laura, Lori, Tanya, Janice, Sandra, and Robin. We're missing Norella. Is that it? I think I got everybody else. Janice, was she in there? Janice. Yep, Janice is in there. All right, so just Norella is missing. Would y'all be offended if I or someone else entered for Norella? Sell the big bucks. I'd appreciate it. Well, the only way I'm going to become famous is if y'all do it, okay? Hey, if you want to help me get famous, share my videos. If you like what I'm doing, if you're inspired, you're having fun, you know, again, I think junk journals is all about whatever creative thing that you want to do. There's no wrong way to do it. There may be right ways to do some techniques so that you don't end up with a mess, but generally you can do just about anything that you want in your journals and have a lot of fun. Okay, I stalled long enough. All right, enter for Norella. All right, I'll do that then. Okay, so exclamation point RAFFLE. Enter. Okay, I think I'm in. Let me make sure. Giveaway. Yep, I'm in. All right. So the winner of this journal today. Wow, I hope y'all like it. The winner is Tanya Chan. Tanya, congratulations. You won today, lady. Congratulations. Woohoo! I hope you like it. I don't think you've won a journal in a long time, hasn't it been? I know you've won some of my other raffles, but I couldn't remember if you've won a journal in a while. I hope you enjoy it. I had fun today making this. I'm going to I need to take some pictures of it before I send it to you, because I kind of like the way this turned out. It's just so eclectic. I just want to sit and play. And keep playing. You normally give one away, but not this one. Okay, Tanya, it's been a while. Okay, that's why I thought so. Time to go shopping. Yay! Well, congratulations. Eclectic is me. I like how this came out. I want to do some more like this. I love this page too. I think I've said this before. I love that page. Norella, where are you? I need more like this. That makes me happy. I don't know why, this style. Alrighty. Well, y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, get those coloring book pages out, Lori. They're really great. They're so handy to add a little pattern. And some people tea dye and coffee dye them. I don't, but you can do that. And doesn't really change them much, just gives them a little more of a vintage look to them. So, you know, hey, if you like that look, do it. Coloring book pages. Yeah, get them out. All right. Well, y'all keep watching the 12 days of junk journal gift ideas. Please definitely, any video that I share, if you enjoy it, please share it with your friends and family or enemies. I have a hater. It's funny that I get the thumbs down from. It just makes me laugh. But anyhow, so share this video, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and leave me a comment. What did you like about today's journal making session? Because it gives me some feedback so I know a little bit about what you're enjoying or not. Okay. Okay, thank you, Tanya. You're very welcome. Y'all have an amazing week. And I'm going to get off here and eat some dinner. Relax for a little bit. Y'all take care. Love you lots, everybody. We'll see you next Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then also in my videos for the 12 days of Junk Journal Gift Ideas. Y'all take care. Bye, everybody.